Hey there, fellow creators. Ben here from Cinder Studios, and weird that this is going up the first of the year because this is the annual 2021 message to my subscribers year in review. So give me a few minutes. I want to just talk to you guys about what's been happening, what happened the past year, what my plans are for the new year, and just some other general life stuff. So stick around. As usual, first off, I just want to say thank you. It blows my mind just how many people out there that really, or the comments that I get on a lot of the, especially the tutorial videos, that like, wow, this really helped me out, or this made my day. This is exactly what I was looking for. I mean, I have the intention of making that for people for that reason, but every time I hear it, it's really spectacular and really validates what I do, and it's makes putting out those videos a little bit easier every week. That said, another big thank you is this year I hit 10,000 subs. That's a number I never thought I'd come close to. Honestly, I still remember the days where I'm like, yeah, I'm still trying to get those first 200 subscribers. Of course, I was making very different videos back then. I've actually been on YouTube, I think, for a little over 10 years now, I think now. So, yeah, a lot of growth, but slow growth, but good growth, because I know you guys are awesome, and those of you that watch here on the channel aren't the passers-by that are just here to be entertained. It's about learning something, and that's really what this channel is all about. My general art achievements, I think, have been really good. I didn't crank out a ton of paintings, but the ones I did were really, really good, at least from what people have told me. I don't want to toot my own horn and say, wow, all my pieces are really good, but I mean, specifically Valley of the Colossus was sort of like my magnum opus for the year, and I did that pretty late in the year too. So yeah, really, really great stuff. The biggest, although the biggest achievement I would say for 2021 was the completion and launch of 2 different art books. They haven't been selling as well as I'd like, especially considering the money and work that went into them. But I do have some plans for that coming in the new year. The other big thing this year, I think partially because I didn't get as much art done. Personal life, I had a huge mental health growth. I changed jobs late in the year. Just a lot of like, it's been like a journey of self-discovery this year, and or this past year, and it's been great. And I think going forward, having done all that, it's gonna make my general work-life balance a lot easier. So for those wondering, and for those who have been watching the short videos that I've been putting out since late November, when I broke my wrist. Now, as you can see, I have the funny sock on, but my brace is off. I have not gone back to my doctor yet. It's going to be Wednesday, so 4 or 5 days from now, or 4 days from now, to go back for the final orthopedic visit, for basically him to say, yeah, you can take it off and just keep working and getting strength back. And that's sort of where I am right now. I feel like the brace, for most things, is kind of a hindrance. So I've been keeping it off around the house. I've got full finger movement. There's really no pain anymore. It's a little sore just from using it because I'm not used to using it. And the only thing now, and it's just one of those things where it's just going to take a lot more time, is I still don't really have the bending. I like going forward like this. I can get to here before I start to feel it. So it's gonna still hinder my art creation a little bit for a while, and that's really just a matter of time. I mean, I've talked to a few people that have broken their wrists in the past, mostly through people I work with now. Like, oh yeah, that happened to me 20 years ago, and this, and some people said it actually took them a few months to get their full rotation back, but I'm able to work without pain. I'm able to paint and draw again, so that's not as big of a deal. I thought it would be way worse. Like for me breaking my right wrist, I was like, this is the most devastating thing in the world. But after like 2 or 3 weeks of moping around the house, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop feeling sorry for myself and do as much as I can. So that's what's been going on, but I do want to talk a little bit about my future plans for this year, 2022. So I have a few things that I kind of mulling around in my head. Nothing's really for sure written down except on my notes for this video, and just some things I'm thinking about doing, things I've been sitting on for a long time. The first one is t-shirts. So I do have official Cinder Studios t-shirts. They're available on I think I have a sub thing through Zazzle, but I don't really make a ton of money doing that. So I think for this year I want to look at possibly opening up my own online shop on my website and using that to do some exclusives. If I do t-shirts, I want to take pre-orders and batch them, because that would be the only way to actually turn a profit on those. I mean, yeah, because selling them through Zazzle, it's like they do all the logistics of it, and I make just like $3 per shirt after it's all said and done, which isn't real cost effective. I've also been talking about for years. Hold on a minute. Putting this piece from 2018, Factory on Mount Kaze, which has actually been a big seller of prints. Been more talking about putting this on a shirt for years, but rather than just dead center, I want to offset it. But the problem is most printers won't do that. They just want to stick with the square in the center because they can just run it through their machines easier. I do have some contact through the gallery for a guy that does screen printing. My problem with screen printing is that ink peels up usually within a couple of years of washing the shirt over and over again. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to approach it yet, but the first things first, I will have to essentially digitize that piece, go back over my lines and make it so it is more translatable to a t-shirt that way, rather than, I mean, like you can just throw a photo on a t-shirt, but it never looks right. So I really want to play with that design and get it to, I don't know, just get it to look right. It's a day project to sit and rework some of that into a digital file. In addition to the t-shirts, if I do end up opening the online shop at cinderblockstudios.com, you can guarantee there will be certain exclusives that I don't put anywhere else. So it's pieces that I won't put in the gallery, prints that I won't put in the galleries, little smaller art things that just I can't really sell anywhere else. So I think that would be a good way to not only drive in new visitors to the website and get myself to update it more often again. I think the last blog I put on the website was 2 years ago. Periodic updates and things. But yeah, I want to start really kind of driving some more traffic and sales in that direction. And this channel has always been a good catalyst point for doing that and driving attention in certain places. Now, as I started about 3 months before the end of the year, I kind of built up a little bit of a new format for the channel, where I'm doing educational videos every other week and doing studio vlogs on the every other weeks. I'm just going to keep doing that. I really like that format. I actually have gotten some good response from you guys regarding seeing the more relaxed behind the scenes stuff, and it really allows me to push out the consistent videos without being really too overwhelmed. And I think that's really good. In addition to that, there are some ideas I have to expand the content a little bit into things that I feel like it's a bit of a gamble doing it. But things I've seen that other YouTubers do that have gained traction way faster. I mean, I've been doing this for over 10 years, and at a certain point you got to be like, okay, you can do the same thing over and over again. But unless you switch it up once in a while or try some new things, that growth will very quickly stagnate. I've been pretty consistent with number of subscribers coming in every month, but I do want to try to just at least once or twice do some different things. And if the response is good, I'll try to keep doing it and working them into the off weeks in between. Like in place of a studio vlog rather than in place of an other educational video. And my last real goal, at least in terms of content creation, is I want to start pushing and expanding the Discord community a little bit. I think I launched that last year. 2 years ago, a friend of mine got me into Discord for, voice chatting for games and things, and I really, really love doing that. I'm also expanding my Twitch stuff this year. I'm adding another stream day. So that's gaming on Tuesdays and Friday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's just, not that a lot of people are watching over there, but that's just something I really, really enjoy doing. So it's Twitch for me is really very much a passion project for that. Because I can sit and have a drink and talk about the games that I love and new games that I'm finding. But with the Discord community, I started a server called Cinder Society, where artists, fans of the channel can come together and ask me questions outside of the public forum, while also you get it's critiques, you can get feedback on your stuff, and Discord's completely free. So some people run the app on their phone, but I know if I did that, I'd probably never sleep. And right now, pretty small community, but not a lot of people are really online right now. I'll hop on. I'm like, yeah, nobody's logging in. So I do want to sort of lean and start plugging that more. And this is the first plug you guys will hear of it this year, but you'll probably end up hearing it in the video outro a lot when I'm doing my sign off. So I'll probably start bringing it up there a little bit more often. And it's been in the description box of every video from, I think, summer onward. You just click that link and it'll take you to the server. And if you don't have an account, you set up the account and then you go back and forth with the link. But yeah, I'm excited to do more reaching out with this community and what I can do to both support you guys as well as I might sound a little cheap, but really start plugging my art more too, because that was the point of this channel in the first place, was a place for me to start showing my stuff off, and I think I want to start doing more of that. One more sort of goal for the year, this is just sort of personal artistic goal, is I've been really browsing through Instagram on soft pastel drawings. I actually call them chalk pastels a lot, just because that's how I came up thinking about it. So I really want to dive back into some dry media stuff this year, and not just as like little practice side projects. I really want to do a full big scale, more graphite drawings, more full scale pastel, charcoal, which I basically never touch. I have so much charcoal I never use it. So that's some goals for this year, is to really kick back into some dry media, and I'm actually really excited to do more stuff like that. So that has been my review, and looking forward to 2022. If I can get it done, next week will actually be a painting process video. I've been working on a piece, of course, with Christmas and New Year's. It's kind of made it a little more difficult to find a little more extra time for it, but hoping to have that piece done and that video up for next week. After that, you're looking at probably one studio vlog, and then I've got like 5 or 6 or 8 different educational video ideas lined up. So I'm pretty excited to get started on those. So as always, thanks guys for watching. Keep on creating. Get subscribed if you're not already. Check out the community Discord in the description box below. And this has been from Cinder Studios. See you guys next time.